When the Bengals celebrated their 50th season back in 2017, he was named the 40th best retired player in franchise history, a starting safety on the 1988 Super Bowl team, the great Solomon Wilcots. I want to start with a guy on this year's team that plays your old position, Jessie Bates. Where does Jessie Bates rank among NFL safeties these days?
Well, in our database, according to Pro Football Focus, or PFF, as we have now been rebranded, he ranks among the top safeties in the National Football League, particularly when it comes to coverage. Had started off the season very well, but still has maintained his position among the top 5 safeties in the National Football League. We're talking about guys like Justin Simmons, guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick, Jamal Adams. I mean, that's pretty good company. And so he continues to make plays on the ball. His ability to help the defense in pass coverage and locking down receivers, tight ends, that's where he really tends to set himself apart. Love to see him get a few more interceptions, but he still comes up with the football time and time again.
Flings it deep downfield, and it is picked off by Jessie Bates.
Let's stick with the secondary and another guy having a very solid season, Will Jackson. What do you think of Will's play?
Will, after last year having a down year, this year he's been much better. We love to see him get back to some of the numbers we saw him early in his career, particularly when it comes to locking down the top receivers week in and week out. But still, he's a really good cornerback and ranking the top half of corners around the National Football League. I still believe he could be a top 10 shutdown corner week in and week out.
We're approaching the end of the season. What should the Bengals prioritize this offseason?
I think you prioritize one thing: what's best for Joe Burrow. Because what's best for Joe Burrow is what's best for the football team. What's best for Joe Burrow is going to be what's best for the organization, because I believe the wins will follow. If you improve the offensive line and you protect him, not only does he play better, your running game gets better, your receivers get better, the overall productivity of the offense is going to get better.
The final road game of the year is coming up this week as the Bengals head to Houston. The Texans have been much better since they made their coaching change. They started out 0-4. They've been close to 500 since. What are a couple of things the Bengals would need to do to beat Houston in Houston this week?
Well, first of all, you got to get pressure on Deshaun Watson. I think he is one of the top and most prolific quarterbacks in the National Football League. This guy's going to be a winner, but you have to put pressure on him. You have to contain him in the pocket, because he can break containment and he'll run wild all over the field. He'll make plays, and then you have to be able to block J.J. Watt on the other side. And that's two of the areas where the Bengals have struggled. One is getting pressure on the opposing quarterback. The other is protecting our quarterback from the opponent's best pass rusher.
Great stuff as always, Sally. Appreciate the time. Happy holidays, and thanks for joining us.
Dan, happy holidays to you and everyone with the Cincinnati Bengals. Thank you for having me.